What a cozy place it is to sit around just here in the park watching the observatory in the university doing its job and just enjoying a beautiful weather, beautiful skybox there with some other happy people here in Crown Falls. And yeah, the city is starting to look like something really good. I like that, and it's getting bigger too. And well, we are pretty down on building materials for now. I've just paved way more streets than I should have. And we can just upgrade a few more artisans there, or workers to artisans, and then just leave it be. For now, we need to collect some building materials again. And while that is happening, we can also check really quick if we have enough resources, consumer goods especially, and what I can see, beer is going down. The rest is looking pretty good, but beer is not looking that good, despite the fact that we've got way more breweries than I thought would be necessary. But yeah, they don't even have enough storage there, so I probably will need to expand on this one here, and for that we also need more building materials. So that is something we need to wait a bit for now, and then we can continue here. So probably, perhaps, no, that is just not possible. So we are going to leave it at that, and once I have more building materials, we're going to continue here. What we can do now here is two things. First of all, we read the Nadasky's journal, and what I also want to do is having another treasure hunt. So here, my salvager is now at 8, and I do have so many scraps here, so let's see what we can do with so many scraps there. Mostly they also need some other materials like iron and yeah, well, caoutchouc, stuff like that. So for now, I don't really want to build anything here, even though there are some awesome items there. We definitely can use something here for the breweries, and look at that, many of those items here provide electricity, which is a pretty cool thing, especially for bicycle factory, clockmakers, cab assembly, weapons factory, probably, hopefully, something else. So lots of items that we can look forward to here that provide some electricity. This one here for all coastal buildings and shipyards, that's also pretty cool, so we don't need to have a railway down there at the steam shipyard later down the line. So lots of items here, and yeah, we're going to use them all. For now, I have way too many scraps there, so I think we can sell them, right? Let's try to sell them. Yeah, that's 50,000 for this batch there. And so we have some space there again. Now let's see what he's got here for treasure hunting. Map of a sunken La Corona clipper. And this is a map of a sunken rebel supply ship. They're both epic. Let's go for the Corona clipper there. Okay, that's the map here, and this time I don't see it is in the old world. Nope, it's not. And we probably know this island already. It's probably this one here, right? This is looking pretty similar. I think this is it. And over here we should have the location for the diving bell. Let's get my salvage over there, and then we'll see it anyway. And while my salvager is on its way, so if we click on it, yeah, it's definitely there, look at that. So the marker comes up for that. And while that is happening, let's read the Nadasky journal there. It's in my battle cruiser, heavily safeguarded. Nope, it's not in my battle cruiser. It's on my island, probably. Yep, there it is. Tuesday, 15th of October 1805, La Corona opened fire this morning. We engaged in battle at 10 AM southeast of the region, a conflict which lasted until 7 in the evening. We lost many good men today, the sly young Admiral Silver having deployed mines to protect the enemy convoy. It was the King's command that we attack in a single line, parallel to the enemy formation. Fortunately, I was able to persuade the fleet to ignore this instruction and instead arrange themselves into two perpendicular columns to cut through the enemy line, and as a corollary, avoid the mines. Our lead ships were blown apart, but it left the path clear for the rest of us. The enemy fleet, being snipped into thirds, were vulnerable to broadsides. Yeah, those riots, I don't know where they are. We proceeded to drive them toward their own mines, and though in the mayhem there were casualties on both sides, we knew victory for the Empire had been won. We thank those brave sailors who lost their lives today, that we ourselves survived, and shall never forget their sacrifice. The price would have been far greater had we sworn blind obedience to the King's strategy. It will doubtless anger him to hear his orders were defied, but I stand by my decision. It may even please him to hear I've been wounded for my arrogance. It's likely my dress and decorations made me a conspicuous target, and I took a shot of musket to my side. my arm still has full function, and my head is not half as foggy as the doctor thinks it to be. So I will continue my command until our operation here has concluded. La Corona may have suffered a defeat of magnitude today, but the flagship, the gargantuan Santissima Vittoria, managed to escape unscathed.
If we are to find anything in this graveyard, we might as well commission the Vulture.
Okay, we need to sail then to Old Nate, so that's a good coincidence because we are doing a treasure hunt at the moment. So let's see here, and there it is, the diving bell. This time it wasn't a big deal finding it. Let's get over there, get the diving bell down, see what we find.
Winds in our sails.
Very good, and we get the Avis gun there. That's a good item. Some scrap items. And that's it. This time we're going to sell this cannon there. I don't need it really. But it's good that we find these items there as well. So hopefully we find some useful items then too. And nope, they're not attacking me. That is good. Oh, there is another location there. What a nice coincidence. Let's see what's down there.
No such thing as fair trade.
Oh, what's that? Oh, statue of Enisidaone. For the museum, Aegean cultures. 30 attractiveness. Very good. Very good. We can bring that to Crown Falls then right away. And let's sail to Old Nate's lighthouse for the next quest there. The Battle of Trelawney. Nadasky's pinpointed the great battleground of Trelawney in his journal as being somewhere to the east of Crown Falls. Chances are that part of the scepter sank along with one of the many ships that fell during battle. But there are still active sea mines all over the area.
But Olivira dropped by a while ago asking for the same thing, and I'm all out of rubbish.
Okay, we need to build something for that. And he can give it to us. So let's sell those scraps that we have there. And what do we need? 5 tons of steel and 5 tons of quartz sand. We do have those materials. So let's get back to Crown Falls, deliver the statue, and then we can continue there with the steel and the quartz sand back to Old Nate. So it's not that much that we need to do there. Right, we do have some building materials again meanwhile, and I'm going to use one of my battle cruisers for that. Sorry, battle cruiser. And we do need some bricks for that, and yeah, probably also some... Oh, no, actually we need to go here, right? Yeah. And there we need primarily some timber and some bricks to continue with the beer production. Because it's probably really down at this point. Yep, 200 only, and Schnaps is also going down a bit. We have potatoes, we do have enough potatoes, so it's probably just a matter of distilleries. Let's see. No, I shouldn't do that. Let's just get some more Schnaps distilleries up there. Four more. As you can see, fire station is ready for that. And let's have another warehouse over here too. Right, and we have some space there in the middle, so let's have some 2 apple trees. Oh, though, my people can eat apples all day long. We get so many apple trees there. And some more additional distilleries, and as you can see, we get lots of space here to expand the schnapps production. And well, at some point we are only going to have artisans upwards, and I think artisans don't need schnapps, right? Nope, they don't. So then we can save the schnapps then again, you know, and so we don't need to infinitely continue building those productions there, because at some point we just won't be needing schnapps anymore. Salvage is back. Let's unload the statue and 5 tons of steel and 5 tons of quartz sand. Let's get that to Old Nate and see what we can do with that, or what tech we get out of this Chumble tech. Once again, it seems you're not the first to come to Old Nate for help. He's already used up all his materials putting something together for Vasco. Nevertheless, he's prepared to help you catch up if you bring him the scrap he needs. And oh, we get an echo sounder for that. Dude, I do have an echo sounder already. Pretty good one there, an epic one even. So I'm a bit ahead of the quest here, it seems. Let's get those materials here.
Now, this is arguably my
And he thinks he's the good guy now, right? Okay, let's find the location. It's rather close. It's actually probably here.
It must be around here somewhere. Proceed with your googling, or however you call it.
Oh, look at that. He's already looking here with his diving bell.
I seem to have found some of the scepter. But how will you piece it together now?
Okay, we got something out of this.
No, the last thing I want is a repeat of the Battle of Trelawney.
No, I don't want that either. Vasco's honorable agreement.
A check copy?
And we need to get this to... Where do we need to get this? Sail to large trading post.
Bring her around.
I don't know where we need to go with that. To either of those locations or to one of them. Let's go for the main island there. Back again with my salvager. And get this agreement over there. Oh, this is pure red again this time. Cigars are missing in El Zarao.
You won't hear a peep from me.
It was never my intention to have cigars in El Zarao anyway.
I don't think it's misleading.
Okay, my salvage is on its way back now. And then we can see what happens with that. Nadasky's legacy. The scholars say Nadasky's journal is about as good as they are ever going to get it. Hopefully, it will give you more clues about what happened during the battle and what became of the last part of the scepter. Alrighty, let's get back here. And while my salvage is on its way, we can continue with the city building.
Full of gladness, I make my best work.
Alright, that's that. At last, it's complete. After many days and nights of meticulous work, Nadasky's journal can be read in full for the first time. Here are the last pages with the conclusion of his account of the Battle of Trelawney and first-hand testimony of the Empire's history. Oh, and why is my salvager damaged? Let's read the journal. The king is indeed mad. He appears to care nothing for our victory and was upset in the extreme to learn that we hadn't yet begun pursuit of the Santissima Victoria, for he is adamant that the scepter of Capone is on board. Having received word that the flagship was heading northeast, His Majesty ordered Captain Richardson of the HMS Ajax to go after her. Under no circumstances will he permit us to accompany them. I have tried to inform the king that the Ajax is ill-equipped for the duel, but my injury leaves me weak, and I have had to retire to my quarters. Santissima Vittoria may be the largest man of war ever built. Richardson knows he leads his men to their deaths, but he has always been a man unwavering in his sense of duty. It is unseasonably morbidly hot. A rowboat was found this morning beached on the headland, brought in on the current, presumably for its occupants are 3 days dead of thirst. In a clenched hand one held a letter from Richardson. These men were sent to find help, the crew of the Ajax surviving a clash with the Santissima Vittoria only by swimming to an island southeast of the headland. We immediately dispatched a rescue boat, but it was too late. Richardson and his crew have met the same fate. We found no trace of the Santissima Vittoria either. His Majesty's reaction is predictable. These lives were taken by his hands, yet he weeps only for the scepter. My wounds fester and my fever worsens. The doctor says I must put down my pen.
What Nadasky writes of here, the heroes that tilted the battle in our favor were stranded. They never returned, but we may still learn what became of them.
Alright, forgotten heroes. Nadasky reveals in his journal that despite his best attempts to avoid it, the king sent a frigate, the HMS Ajax, to chase after the Santissima Vittoria in an attempt to retrieve the scepter of Capone. No good came from his command. La Corona's flagship was never seen again, and the Ajax crew all lost their lives after being stranded on an island without fresh water for a week. Her Majesty believes that you may find more clues about the whereabouts of the flagship if you look into the fate of Richardson and his sailors. Okay, let's find that one. Let's find the wreckage. Let's unload some stuff here first. And then we have to follow the clues Nadasky wrote in his journal about the place where Richardson and the rest were stranded. Search the area once your ship is near the requested location. Alrighty, so I need to look in there again. Southeast of the headland. Island southeast and unhospitable. Southeast, somewhere down here. Something like that. It's looking like that. There could be some stranded. Or here. This also looks pretty promising. So we got several of those small islands here. And my salvage is on its way now. The echo is activated. We are receiving an echo. So there could be something around this island here. Oop, nope, it's not this one. Southeast, so probably another one. There seems... that's not an island really, but let's go there anyway. There's also something here. Oh, there's so many smaller islands here. But I'm not receiving anything from that. So many shipwrecks here, and there we have a location. Let's dive here. Nope, just some scrap materials. Nothing we really need there. There is another island here in shipwreckages. Still nothing. We do have an echo though, going more to the side. I mean, it's southeast, right? So this is east, south. It has to be here somewhere.
The strike has ended.
And we got still lots of undiscovered area here. And lots of smaller islands there too. Okay, the echo is getting closer once again. There's something. Yeah, and there's another diving spot. Let's have a look at that. Okay, nope. It's a fish though for the zoo. Very well. Let's get rid of some scraps here that we have. I don't need all of them. Okay, perhaps there's some other hint. So we got southeast of the headland. No, that's just it. There's nothing else here, as far as I can see. So it's southeast, we get another echo over there. But I don't think that's the mission echo, you know. Oh, and there's he again. Perhaps he's looking here somewhere too. Another diving bell location. Okay, another stature. So we have two of them now. And there's something else here. Let's get rid of the stature. Actually, I don't need two of them. Some scraps. Okay, we don't need them. Okay, so we need to sail around here now a bit and find them. Let's see.
The palace in haste to be denied.
And this is where the ship actually is, or like the rescue boat. So this is where the crew went on this land here, didn't find any water and died. A pitiful death. On this island here, even though it does look really desolate or something, you know, there are trees and vegetation, so probably some water somewhere, but well, they didn't find it, and that is the quest.
Against a ship off the line. Only Father's obsession with the scepter could have clouded his judgment so. The last piece must be down there in the murk.
Alright, and we found
Nadasky sketched the Santissima
Richardson
Victoria in
Lock.
his journal before it wrecked on the coast.
There's the log, and we have some hints in there where it could be. So our patrol was uneventful, the night is calm, nothing happened there. Ajax sunk, so we encountered the Santissima Victoria southeast of the mainland. She opened fire on sight. I commanded the Ajax to retaliate. We disabled their rudder and saw the enemy flagship wreck against the east coast of the mainland. Against the east coast of the mainland. Pulled in by a strong current, the scepter has gone with her, and we too are filling with water. Okay, so east coast of the mainland, somewhere here. Oh, this is looking like it. It's a big ship indeed. Right, and somewhere here we will have the scepter, hopefully. My salvager is coming in now. That's the Santissima Vittoria.
There is no mistaking it. This was once Napoleon's great flagship. The eagle must be here.
Let's dive down there.
Yes! Oh, for a second I thought he'd beaten us to it. Marvelous! You know, now that I see it, it really doesn't look much like an eagle, does it? Oh well, none of my subjects will ever dare to question it.
Alright, and that's the item.
He promised to yield the pommel. He promised.
Eagle of the Scepter of Capone. And yeah, let's bring it to Vasco. And of course Vasco will keep his word. I'm pretty sure of that, right? Right? Well, we'll see about that. The best of 3. There's the ship.
We're only as good as our last. Ah, keep the wretched bird. This is the second time my family have been humiliated here. Cursed place. I must return to face my fate at the hands of King Joao. None of your pity, thank you. It has been a long time coming.
Okay, he actually kept his word. And we have now the eagle and the pommel.
Had it been me, I'd never have let him have our piece of the scepter.
Share it out, boys.
So we should have the rod already here. There it is. And we are delivering now the 2 items there too.
Shouldn't be too hard to put back together.
And then we should have the scepter there. We'll see about that.
I have not undergone all this trouble so that flea may lay his oily digits on it. Haven't we plenty of scholars versed in the art of restoration already?
Oh, we do have them. Got a beautiful university, don't we? Let's deliver them.
A canopy of stars, each an exclamation of joy.
There's plunder to be had if you sink down deep enough.
Alright, the Scepter of Capone has almost been returned to its former splendor. There are just 2 final details missing. The inlay of pearl it once had and the delicate filigree I've seen in the paintings. We need 5 tons of gold and 3 tons of pearls, and he knows a location where we can get those. Thinks it's down here somewhere. I guess, yeah. Let's also unload those 2 journals there. And let's get down here and see if we find something. And there is fire or... Oh, there's a plague here in Crown Falls. We need a hospital. Right, we do have artisans now, so that means of course we also have the plague now. And let's get another spot here for the hospital. Let's take this one here. This is rather central. Very good. There we have doctors now and doctors up there. They should take care of that while our salvager is on its way. And right, we can also upgrade a few more. So let's have the workers here upgraded. More artisans there. And also more workers over here. Here, of course, lots of quests at the moment, but we shouldn't neglect our city. Perfect. Many more workers there, and perhaps some more artisans over there. Good stuff, good stuff. Looking good as we continue here. My salvager halfway on its way. Hopefully we find something useful there, really. So pearls and gold. Otherwise I will have to, well, import it from the New World. And that is something I don't really want to do. The ship is almost there. The Scepter of Capone. And then we should have it completed. Oh, actually, let's look at that. That's actually a museum piece. Attractiveness plus 50. That we can use then on our museum. Let's dive down there. Oh yeah, we found some gold. And there is another location here where we probably will find some pearls then as well. And we'll do that and finish that in the next episode. But at least we finished the journal there. A major step in the story. Stay tuned.